I'm Chester44, and welcome to this Let's Play of Geneforge 3! We've just managed to finish clearing out all the rogues we could find in the school. And we have a mission. Contact the outside world and get to Fort Kenty on the other side of the island. Something attacked our school and killed almost everyone inside, except for the Mind, a guard, this Guardian Alwyn, another agent, and a teacher who may have something to do with it. Still, now it's time to go outside. And here we are! Yeah, doesn't really seem to be too much here, but this is what we are dealing with. There's Fort Kenty up there. It's gonna take a while to get up there, but we'll see if we can get up there. Probably around the south to get there that way. But for now, we'll head to South End. We were told that was a tiny village, so we might find some help there. Maybe sell some stuff. And there was another person named Greta who we can help. Or get help from, even though she was expelled from the school. So let's go. Alright then. You walk out of the school slowly, watching for any signs of the attackers. Not surprisingly, all of the guards and turrets at the entrance died or fled. It's eerily quiet. Then several figures step out of the woods to the north. You watch as they approach you. It looks like a Shaper accompanied by a number of large creations. The Shaper waves for you to approach. It's a Shaper, let's approach. The Shaper nods as you walk forward. The creations surrounding him or her don't look like they're ready to attack, but they could probably rip you apart in a minute if they wanted to. I lost control. This is like a mini cutscene. Oh my! A drake? Those are illegal. You get close enough to the strange Shaper to get a good look at her. You've never seen her before and you're glad of it. She is human, that much is for sure. But she is different. Her skin glows slightly. Her face is completely blank, devoid of expression or emotion. And her eyes are cold. You feel that she does not see you as a living being, just an object, meaningless, to be treated however she wants. She finally shows an emotion. Her lips twist into a cold smile which doesn't reach anywhere else on her face. We need to talk, young Shaper. But first, let us make sure that you don't engage in any little distractions. She raises her hand. What in the heck? You are bound. The hostile Shaper's magic holds you firmly in place. You are able to move your muscles enough to breathe, sort of, but nothing else. When she is satisfied that you are at her mercy, the Shaper speaks again. I am Latalia, the new master of these islands. I am here to tell you two things. First, do not think the attack on your school was isolated. It is only the beginning. Everywhere, soon, fires will spread. Fires of justice held off too long. She stops speaking. After a moment, you realize that she is waiting to see if you have a response. A moment after that, she remembers that you are paralyzed. She mutters a few words and waves a hand. You can speak again. Why don't you release me? Perhaps we can talk about this in a civilized way? Perhaps we can. Perhaps we will. But not yet. I did not stop you to destroy you, but to introduce myself. But this is not yet the time for us to speak. First you must wander and gain real wisdom. But that was only the first thing I wanted to say. Here is the second. What is the second thing? The time of the Shapers is passing. It is time for a new way. That new way is coming in fire. My agents have told me of you. You are young and you have promise. I suspect that you are going to roam these islands, and you are going to find the forces I have spread through them. Forces that will deliver these islands to me. I can use your assistance. In return, should you come to my fortress, you will be rewarded. Rewarded with power and influence. And survival. You can hear Alwyn off to the side struggling to break free. If he could talk, you can guess what he would have to say to this offer. I will think on what you have said, but I believe you are an enemy. Oh, I am an enemy. An enemy of the old, dead, unjust ways. Ways that will be torn apart. Bear in mind when my agents contact you. When they will tell you what to do if you wish to join me. And survive. She gives you one last inspection with her cold eyes. Oh, and you can do what you want on this island. My mission is done here. Till later! Latalia and her creations turn and leave. A few minutes after they are gone, you are able to move again. Well, that was unexpected. You fall to the grass, exhausted and confused. It has all been too much for one day. Your home destroyed, your teachers dead, and an insanely powerful rogue shaper telling you things you don't understand. And you can't stop thinking about what Latalia said about fires of everywhere. Fires of justice. Either the world is under attack, or it might be soon. Either way, someone should be told. The nearest settlement is Fort Kentia to the west. There you can meet with Shaper officials and get a boat to the next island on the mainland. Perhaps that is where you should go. Alwyn sits in the grass nearby, furious at Latalia and ashamed that he could not do more. He lightly fingers the hilt of his blade. He is clearly determined to do more if you meet Latalia again. I'd imagine so. Well, we'll have to explore around here first. Dried herbs? These herbs were picked and dried on the Harmony Isle. That island is a great source of ingredients for both magic and cuisine. Well, I think we can leave that alone. Alright. Wonder who this Latalia is. Of course, we together know... Oh. We together know why she is so strong. The canisters must have spread. There is a Thod standing on the road. Thods are one of the most basic fighting creations, created in great numbers for use in battles, or in small numbers for use as bodyguards. They are smaller than battle alphas, loyal and stupid. This one has been left alone by its maker for some time. This is very bad for Thods. Their small brains are very likely to go rogue without a calming Shaper influence. It stumbles towards you, highly agitated. Shaper! I lost! It bares its teeth at you. It has almost completely gone out of control. Calm down, I will take you to safety. No! My Shaper said I stay here. I no go. You tell me. You Shaper. And say I go. It is getting very unstable. Thought I command you. You will obey me now. Your innate leadership skills are sufficient to break through the creature's confusion. It bows its head, its old confusion forgotten. Yes, Shaper. Where go? You tell it to go to the school. It trudges off. Mind for All will take care of it, or if necessary, destroy it. You wonder who the Thought's controller was. Testing grounds north, South End west, Greenwood Academy south. Well, that happened. Eastern Road. Okay, that leads to the Eastern Road. We're still not done here, though. Oh, we didn't mean to do that. This must be... You enter the tiny town of South End. It mainly exists to service the school. Teachers come here for supplies. Students come here to unwind from the extremely exhausting Shaper training. It appears that the forces that attacked the school mostly bypass South End. The buildings are still intact. However, the merchants and travelers that normally walk the paths are gone. They must have fled when the attack started. There are two merchants who live here. There's Hinman, who sells supplies, and Kreider, who sells magical equipment. Hopefully they're still here. We'll have to take a look in there. Hopefully they're here. First we'll take a look around the buildings. Oh! There's someone. You were surprised to meet a woman who was, until recently, one of your fellow novices in the school. Her name is Greta. You did not know her well, and after she left, you had heard rumors that she was expelled. Apparently they were true. She was training to be an agent, and her garb and gear both reflect that. However, her armor and boots are dirty. She was always messing when she was in the school, which is not allowed. Shapers always present a good image to outsiders. When Greta sees you, she looks very relieved. Greetings. You survived the attack. I am very glad. What are you doing here in South End? Well, as you may know, I was thrown out of the school a few weeks ago. I didn't want to go home yet. I didn't want to face the pity and disappointment of my family. So I worked here for a while. And then the attack happened. As she speaks, you notice that Alwan is shifting his weight from one foot to the other uncomfortably. You think you recall that Alwan did not care for Greta when she was in the school. Why were you thrown out of the school? Alwan mutters under his breath. Because she was a slob who doubted all our most important beliefs. Greta pretends not to hear him. I was thrown out because I asked too many questions. Our teachers did not like questions. It made them think I was not pure enough. I don't want to speak more of it. But Shaper, please let me ask you a question. During our lessons, we frequently had to make creations and, if they were faulty, destroy them. Was it right for us to destroy these creatures? Though we've been taught that we have total control over our creations, I am not sure. Then perhaps you have had some of the same doubts that I have. Thank you. Greta continues to make small talk with you. After her weeks out here on her own, she is eager to speak with a familiar person. What work have you been doing out here? Only things below us. Well, below you. Cleaning, helping run the shops, trying to decide what to do with my life. I still have the powers I was given, but I am not allowed to use them, so I have to find a new path. What happened during the attack? The crowd of rogues passed the town almost entirely. A few small worms came here, but everything big went straight to the school. They clearly had a goal in mind. Did you do anything to help the school? Of course not. We were busy fighting off the few creations that came here. And anyway, what could we have done? Everyone in town fighting together wouldn't be enough to able to one glach or a paddle alpha, and the odds got even worse. Most people in town fled, heading to Fort Kentia. What goal do you think they had? I can't be sure exactly, but they definitely wanted to destroy the school, and as many people in it as they could. Where are you going now? I'm not sure. I was going to go home, but then the attacks happened. My teachers were killed. I feel like I should be doing something. Perhaps you could travel with me. I could use another blade. I am not supposed to use the powers I learned in the school. That was what I was told. And yet in this dire emergency, perhaps I would be forgiven. Seems to be a matter of survival. Alwyn pulls you aside, concerned. Don't do this, Shaper. This is the time to find reliable allies, not those who were cast out by the Shapers. Come and travel with me, Greta. Alright, I must be honest, I still resent the ways the Shapers cast me out, but this is a time of crisis and our teachers should be avenged. I will fight at your side and hope that my use of powers won't be forgiven. Greta has joined your group, and, much like before, Greta starts with a basic melee attack and the ability to cast Firebolt. Later, if you talk to the right people, you will be able to upgrade her attacks. And she'll come back here if she's damaged or wounded. So, yay! We have another companion. Excellent. Simply wonderful. This is a merchant's wagon. Its owner fled, leaving his goods scattered everywhere. Looks like someone's in here. You enter Hinman's shop. You've been in here many times in the past, buying school supplies and equipment. His little shop is cluttered with items, some useful, some junk. Despite the recent carnage, he is still open for business. He nods to you when you enter. Welcome back! Oh, I'm glad to see you survived. My guess is you need something for a journey, yes? What do you know about the attack? Not very much. Heard it was coming. I locked the doors. Hope nothing smashed them down. When I came out again, the town was mostly intact, but most everyone around fled, and they haven't been back yet. Have you ever heard of anyone named Latalia? No, never heard the name. Are you going to be able to stay in business? I hope so. I have my shop, I have food, I'm not going anywhere. I figure the Shapers will do what they always do, slaughter everyone responsible for the attack and return everything to normal. Hinman waits quietly, ready to pounce the moment you show interest in doing business. Do you know anything about the conditions on the rest of the island? No, I haven't tried to travel much. What little moving around I did, I saw monsters roaming the roads. I'm waiting for Shapers to clear up the mess. Monsters? Do you mean rogue creations? Maybe. I don't know. That's Shaper talk. I don't know what you Shapers make or do, and I don't want to know. Where have you seen monsters? Well, I tried to get west to Fort Kentia. There's a bridge in the way, and there was some big monster guarding it. You know, if you use some of your mighty Shaper powers to clear the bridge between here and there, I could donate to you some of my goods. Alright, I'll bear this in mind. Thank you, Shaper. I have some items I would like to sell. Yes, like this golden goblet, this Shaper equipment, these gemstones, these other Shaper equipment. Those we can put there. And I just realized, unlike in the last two games, they're not going to run out of coins. We can sell to anyone. What gear do you have to sell? Belt, gloves, gauntlets, leather pants. My name is not Draco. I'm not going to wear those. Or buy them anyway. And other stuff like that. Okay. Okay. More information about the town. Or a sign about the town. Whatever, you know what I mean. Huh, there's actually something back here. Oh dear, are there some rogues back here? We better clear them out. Probably. Yep, I see a rogue. There we go. Oh, there's more over here. Get ready, you two. What do you mean you can't get there from where you are? Oh, she can't cast a firebolt? She has to... I thought they said she could cast a firebolt. Oh boy. Oh, these guys are strong. Right, you take care of that one. You take care of that one. Or not. Okay, that works. Missed. Haha. Oh boy, quite a few of these guys. There we go. Okay. Oh, there's another up there. You know what? Let's finish... No, we should clear this place out. I like how they changed the appearance of the nests. Living tool, could use that. And a belt. Whoa! Rogue Fioras. Alright, let's see if we can lure them to us. We can. Well, we lured one of them to us. Alright, let's take care of the others. Probably shouldn't have charged in, but that'll work. That works. And... that worked. Haha! Down it goes. Healing pod, another gemstone we can sell, and that's it there. Huh. I didn't expect a nest of Fioras here. Those worms made that nest very quickly. I'm surprised. Another structure here. I think it's time we look inside. That looks like it's pretty much all of this town, so let's take a look in here. Everything in this small home is dusty. Whoever lived here left a few weeks ago. Ooh, healing spores. Very useful. And we don't have to worry about whoever was living there. They left. Alright, and in here... Ah, there's someone in here. You meet Greta. He is an unusual man, a skilled mage who is not a member of the Shaper Order. The Shapers don't allow many people outside of their control to use magic. Greta runs a small shop and provides supplies to the school. He even occasionally gives the students magic lessons. He recognizes you immediately when you enter. He looks genuinely glad that you are well. Welcome, young Shaper, he says with a little bow. Welcome back! I hope that I can help you in these dark, dark times. How are you holding up here? Alright, I am capable of defending myself, fortunately, though we are isolated now. There are clusters of rogues everywhere. Still, I trust in the wisdom of the Shapers. I am sure that they will watch out for us. There are rogues around here? Yes, just travel around and you will see. In fact, there is a little cluster of them in the woods behind my shop. They seem to be keeping to themselves, so I haven't taken the risk of clearing them out. They concern me. I would pay a bounty to anyone who would clear them out. We just did. You trust the Shapers? Of course. Once I even tried to become one. That is where I received my magical training. Though I did not become a Shaper, they allowed me to retain my powers and train others. Under their supervision, of course. Why didn't you become a Shaper? Not for lack of talent, I assure you. I simply, as time passed, began to have doubts. I am not ashamed to admit it. I felt sorry for the Serviles. I felt that we did not treat them well. They worked for us their entire lives without any choice and without good food. I did not think that was fair. Greta nods silently. Alwyn says, We created them, they owe their lives to us, and we made them to be happy to work. Who are you to tell them they should not want to serve us? It is unfortunate that you left. The Shapers need more members with those views. Perhaps. The Shapers are still good, I feel, just not perfect. I killed those rogues behind your shop. He looks extremely relieved. Thank you. Oh, thank you, young Shaper. I will sleep much better at night now. He walks to the door to his bedroom and unlocks it. In my dresser you will find some useful equipment. Please, help yourself. I need to buy some supplies. Ooh, all sorts of pods. Very useful. Very, very useful. But we don't need to buy anything now. Can I get some magical training? Well, normally I can only train people when I get permission from the school faculty, but in this emergency I think I can make an exception. I can teach you several different spells. Alright. Firebolt, Burning Spray, Daze, Mental Barrier, War Blessing, Protection, Minor Heal, Cure Effects. And minor heal as well. Those, we can spend the coin to improve those. That's fine, that's fine. That's all we need to do right now. Can you teach me to make any new creations? Oh my, no. The Shapers would never let an outsider control knowledge like that, no matter what. That is the absolute rule. But this is an emergency. You should know that one teacher left a book with me so I could make the potions in it for him. The book does describe how to make a thod. I could look the other way while you read the book, but I would need 200 coins so I can keep my shop open for a while. It is inappropriate for Greta to charge you money to access Shaper knowledge, but you aren't sure what you should do about it. The book is of the Shapers. You have no right to keep it from me. Let me read it or you will pay. Greta looks extremely angry. At first you think that he might lash out at you. You are, after all, much younger than him. But then he forces himself to calm down. After all, you are still a Shaper and he is merely an outsider. Greta mutters a brief spell. You can read the book now. And we got experience from that. Yay. You open the tome. It is a shaping guide describing the sequence of tiny complicated spells and steps you need to make a creation. Shapers don't make many of these. They are very nervous about outsiders finding their secrets. Using your mental training, you read the book very quickly, absorbing the instructions within. You are now able to make a thod, a strong creation valuable in combat. I don't think we're going to need one. I mean, we got 2 melee users already. Why would we need another one? Let's see. Living tool, yes. Ice crystal, okay. How heavy are those? 1.8 pounds? That's not too bad. We might use them. One other building here that we can look over. Come on, stop getting caught up in there. Aye. South End has one small inn and tavern. It's been abandoned. They're very sad to see it in this state. Students are forbidden to come here, but the faculty of the school largely failed to enforce the rule. You and your fellow students spent many hours here complaining and trying to relax. Though there are no people here, the inn isn't unoccupied. You hear gurgling and hissing coming from the northern rooms. Gurgling and hissing from the northern rooms? Oh, I disapprove of this. Oh, hello! They ambushed us! Pah! The inn may be abandoned, but I do remember staying here, drinking some lovely ale, dancing with some nice ladies. I think I even had my first kiss here. It's quite delightful. Of course, there was also that one night where I had a little too much to drink and woke up with in bed with a thod. I'd rather not talk about that. Suffice to say, yeah. That never happened. You know what? I'm gonna cast a quick spell to heal him. You could use it. I'm gonna need to use my healing spells. Oh, I can't cast Cure of Facts? Oh. Oh boy, more creations. That one's dead. That one's dead. We're getting a good amount of experience from these. That's good. Ow. That one's dead. That one's dead. That one's dead. I have a feeling this only feels so easy right now. Uh-oh, there's more coming. Hello. There. Oh, missed. There we go. I have a feeling this only feels so easy right now because, well... Ooh, Alwyn has 2 skill points to spend. Nice. Yeah, put them both in strength. Be able to hit more and hit harder. Excellent. Servile here. Despite the devastating attacks by the rogues roaming everywhere, a lone Servile is still doggedly working on the small patches of crops outside the school. Serviles are Shaper creations, made to follow orders and be happy to do it. But this is excessive behavior, even for them. When he sees you, he turns and bows. Mighty Shaper, I am Burke. Orders for me? What are you doing out here? I told work on crops. I come out. I work on crops. When it's dark, I go sleep. It's what I do. I am loyal Servile. What did you do when the school was attacked? I work. I told to work. Many big things walk by. I hear big booms. But Shaper told me to work, and I work. The attackers didn't try to hurt you? He looks confused. Don't know. When noises happened, strange Shaper lady came over. She looked at me funny. I asked her if she want anything. She walk away. I go back to work. Shaper lady? Did she say her name was Latalia? Did not ask. I am lonely servile. I work. He poked savagely at a cluster of weeds with his trowel. Yes, Shaper? What wanted of lowly Burke? You should go into the school where it is safe. He looked scared for a moment. But, other Shapers say I work. Not know which Shaper to follow. The pitiful creature starts to tremble, terrified of displeasing a Shaper. You tell him to stay put. He happily returns to his gardening. Carry on, then. Yes, Shaper, I am eager to serve. He happily returns to his work. The Shapers made serviles to be happy to work, and they did a thorough job of it. I'll say. He really likes working. That's the school there. I think the reason combat is so easy now is because, well, A, it's still the beginning, B, we have 4 people helping in the fight, and C, I forget which C was. A studded belt, that's useful. Doesn't seem to be much here. Here's the west exit. Captured bridge. Yeah, we're gonna go there first. Right now though, let's go heal. And there we go. Well, we managed to go through South End and clear out a couple of the rogues that were left over. And we got another companion, Greta here, who seems to care more about the creations. This could be interesting, seeing what we find out from our 2 companions. Plus, Alwyn leveled up. That's good. I'll have to keep an eye out on that. Not enough energy. Not enough energy? Ah, jeez. How much energy do we even have? 13. We need 25. Oh. We're gonna need to improve our intelligence. We're gonna need to improve everything! Our combat skills, they can wait as they are right now. Our leadership and mechanics, I think we can leave them to be. We're gonna need to improve intelligence a bit. This is gonna be rough. And we'll need to buy a point in magic shaping. Oh boy, we got a lot of stuff we're gonna need to buy. Oh well, we'll take care of stuff later on. Excuse me. Oh, how this feels to do everything from the beginning again. Oh well, that's the end of that episode. So, next episode we'll probably head west to that captured bridge. We did have a quest to clear it out, so we will. But until then, I am Chester44. That is Evan, Alwyn, Greta, and Vavik. This has been a Geneforge 2 Let's Play, and I will see you all next time.